Hey, Old Bridge, it's Brooke Richards-Patterson, your elect for 2026 Board of Education in Old Bridge. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, continued going to meetings. I went to the long-range strategic financial meeting, and they had instead more of like a parent university type of style because the company that's been doing the surveying and trying to get the best assessments for redistricting, possibly redistricting, or making any decisions as far as the schools go has been delayed. So it wasn't ready at the November meeting. It's not ready for December. So they have canceled the December meeting and now they're looking to have it, I believe it's January 8th. It's January 8th. So they had, I'll share it with you. They had lists for the parents to kind of, walk through. There were actually a good amount of faculty members there too, which I appreciate. I love when I get to see faculty members come to the meetings. They had different stations with different administrators at each one, and you'll kind of see what's the non-negotiable, what are the deal breakers, what are the priorities as far as where the funding would go. But I had specifically asked for like a priority list, right? At the meeting a few months ago, they said there's $320 million worth of renovations needed for all of our schools. Do we need that? Or are these suggestions? Or are these like dire need kind of things? We also have a loan from a decade ago that we're still paying off. So is a referendum really realistic to add on to an already balance that we have? So I'll share the list, what parents assessed. I would encourage more parents to come and go to the next one, which would be in January. Hopefully that report's done. I mean, the board has been very vocal about how they've been wanting this report. I mean, I feel like they wanted to vote on this like a couple of months ago. I've asked about it at meetings. It's not the board holding this up. So there's that. So again, I will share that information with you on this post. And we'd like to hope that we're not just going to go based on those couple of things. I would like to continue involving the community in these types of meetings. I do appreciate that Dr. Sasso piggyback to what I had said as well, which is, what are the priorities here? Is there a way that we could stagger the priorities? Meaning, we're not just getting hit with one big blow of needing this, that, and the third. What is the top needs and what is the bottom needs? And realistically, what is the life of those needs? Like how much time do we have to address each need? That would be more helpful in making an overall assessment. Now, I hung out with Dr. Hoker for a good bit at her station because she's been an administrator the longest out of the group. And so I like to get her feedback and her input. She did put in good conversation. There's talk about during that meeting, there were people talking about what if we changed the schools to be staggered as far as grades. We have a grade school that's, K through 5, and then we have middle school that's 6 through 8. Then we have the grade 9 center, and then we have the high school, which is 10 to 12, and we have the Glen school. A lot of different districts have schools where they've moved the grades around so that some of the locations can be more centralized. Especially we have not every school has the same special needs, which could be challenging for a parent that has children in different schools. So these are things to consider. They're talking about possibly us getting 4,000 more residents because of the affordable housing that's, set to be implemented by the state. It's already been approved. So, the plans are in motion. What I did suggest in the future moving forward, and why I appreciate and look forward to working with the township, is suggesting any of these developers moving forward, if something like this is to be proposed, they should be kicking in for these schools. They should absolutely be kicking in for these schools. So that's one of the things that I would love to see. But I believe there's 3 different areas. There's a few different areas. It's already done. Then we had the special services meeting. And, I've been trying to encourage children to try out for Play Unified. And I did not know that you have to try out for Play Unified. So I do want to revisit that conversation with our athletics department and see what can be done there to be more inclusive and what the tryouts should and do look like. I've also spoken with and met with Dr. Sasso a little bit. I have some ideas, fun things, community events, and possibly something to do for our planetarium that's intended to be inclusive. And I look forward to that. He says he's all in. So I'm excited and I'm going to hold him to it. I look forward to meeting with more faculty members. We had our food service committee meeting and they're still trying to work out the kinks with our newest vendor, Pomptonian. I know that we need some new, we had the SEPTA meeting. It was beautiful. I mean, You really have to go. It's such a treat. First of all, they're just such empowering and uplifting people. So kind and so giving, but they do so much. And they have these adaptive classrooms. They've worked with Dr. Sasso in the high school over the years, and they're just growing. They're just growing. They're working on a third classroom now. They're amazing and they're beautiful. So keep fundraising and keep donating to help this cause. I think it's so cool. I wish we could do it with some of the other schools. Maybe we can. But that was so much fun. They had they congratulated all of us. Dr. Sasso gave a funny little dad joke kind of speech, and it was fun. It was really, I appreciate that. And they also gave, a nice goodbye to Dr. Bregan. And I wish him all the best. I wish him well. Our lunch people. If you're interested in working possibly your child's school, this might be a good opportunity just to get a couple of hours in while they're in the school so you can spend time with them. And that's how a lot of our cafeteria ladies got started. And I think they are amazing. We call them the godmothers of the cafeteria. Jay Slade started that one, and I want to keep that. I think that it's excellent. I always say you can't train that kind of ethic the way they care so much about our kids. Lots going on, lots to share, lots to look forward to, and I'll keep you updated, Old Bridge. I get sworn in January 6th, and I just trying to catch up so that I'm fully prepared.